Hello there everyone, Misfit here from the cOOp guys, back on Feed the Beast. And what have we done? That sounds terrible. What have we done? Left the rich slag up there processing overnight, and I fed it directly into our centrifuges, and look at it. All that glorious iridium. 418 iridium ore. I bet you're wondering why we haven't turned it into plates. Well, we don't have anything capable of making plates yet, so we've just got a whole bunch of rocks that we can't do anything with. Or do we? Yep, going to be installing an implosion compressor today. I'm going to dig out this wall and I'm going to place it right here. It's actually kind of what I had planned when I started this layout, because I wanted the electrolyzer there, blast furnace there, and I wanted the implosion compressor here, and an industrial grinder there, although I'm not sure if we're going to be using one, but I'll probably put one there all the same. But yeah, we're getting geared up in our iridium. Well, we're getting ready to use a lot of iridium. Of course, this is just the start. But this is the result of a whole bunch of quarrying, which I've been doing since we just started on the server. Probably gonna have to do a bit more quarrying soon, but I'll talk about that later. In the meantime, I am going to put on my lap pack. Oh, something else I was just to say. TMH is now making ambrosia. This stuff is brilliant. It not only is it a food, and it's got a decent, it replenishes a decent amount of hunger, but when you have one, gives you regen for 40 seconds. That is brilliant. I love that. And he's got plenty more where that came from, and plenty of ingredients to make both. So I'm gonna dig out this hole in the wall, and we will. Well, I'll see you when I'm dug the hole. And there we go. Hole prepped and ready to go for our implosion compressor. Although I've never actually explained why I made this. It's just for anyone who doesn't know. A lot of the expensive technologies, particularly GregTech, require iridium plates, and iridium plates are annoying to get. Let's see. Well, we start off with iridium ore, which is extremely rare in this game. Actually, it's even rarer than diamond. You can mine out an entire chunk and you might only get one of them, or an entire quarry even. In all of TMH's quarrying, he only ever found 10 of these, and he must have run his quarries about 4 or 5 times, and they were at max size, so that was probably about 100 chunks, 10 iridium. That's how rare it is. But you can get iridium from centrifuging shiny dust or platinum dust. There we go. And that's what we were doing to get all the iridium we had over there. There is another method of doing it. That's just how to grind it. You can make it in a fusion reactor. I believe the recipes have changed in version 8. Oh no, this one hasn't changed, I know that much. But of course we don't have a fusion reactor, not yet. That's a long way off. Pay no attention to that. That is also not in version 8. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it doesn't show it, but you can make it with UU matter from a matter fabricator. Again, something we don't have, and it takes a lot of power for that. But, something I'll be working on soon. But yeah, anyway, so you take the iridium ore, and then you need an iridium alloy ingot. So you compress the iridium ore into iridium ingots, and you combine 4 of them with advanced alloys to make a diamond dust, and it makes this iridium alloy ingot. But unlike the mixed ingot, you can't just put it into a compressor. You need an implosion compressor, which is what I'm about to build. But the implosion compressor, you put in your ingot and 8 industrial TNT, and then you'll get your iridium plate. It happens really, really quickly, so don't need to worry about it taking too long. It's just getting the resources to do it. So iridium ore, that's one thing. TNT is another. But I'll gripe about that another day. Let's get this thing built. So it's kind of like the blast furnace. So let's see if I remember how to do this. You need in total 8 standard casings, and here's a recipe for it. Machine frame, machine block, or whatever else kind of thing you can use, with some refined iron and circuits or golden electron tubes. So nothing major. The reinforced casing though, everything needs steel pretty much, and then you get advanced machine blocks and advanced circuits. So that's a bit pricier, and you need more of them. And the game is lagging out for some reason. The sound's going about haywire. For there, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be our casing. And then we put the implosion compressor right on the top there. And just in case you didn't see the recipe for it before, so 2 advanced machine blocks, 1 compressor, advanced alloys, and circuits or electron tubes. And so hopefully, plop that there. Yep, green light's on, so this thing is ready. So I did build it correctly. Woo! Yep, for a moment I thought it might have been a grinder. And just as a backup power supply, I don't know why I'm even doing this, but I'm putting it there for the sake of it. Bat box. And a bit of power. Didn't blow up. And wow, that charged really quickly. I want to test that again. Oh. Yep, oh, that charges really fast. Alright, so that's our implosion compressor, and let's just seal this up with glass. We may be a little preemptive in building this thing, because we've got all that iridium, yes, and we need to make it into iridium plates so we can make more advanced stuff. The gravity suit, for example. But if you look at the recipe, iridium plate's not the only thing you can put in here. You can also, if you have like ruby dust, sapphire dust, like emerald dust, and diamond dust, basically any of these really rare gems, and you want to turn it back into its gem form. Wow, that's a lot of TNT you need for that. But you can just, oh man, look at that. Does more than one at once, though, so I guess that's okay. But it allows you to convert them back, because you can't compress these or smelt them or whatever back into their original form. So you got to put them in this thing. But it requires industrial TNT. Industrial TNT is made, you get 4 of them for 3 TNT and 6 flint. Now, I did the math on this a while back. We've got the flint. Gunpowder for the TNT. That is a bit of an issue, because to convert all those, convert all that iridium over there into iridium plates, we would need, oh, what was it? Let's go back to the recipes again. So for each ingot, we need 8 industrial TNT, which is the equivalent of 6 regular TNT. So that's 30 gunpowder for 1 plate, and we've got 100, so that's 3,000 gunpowder. So that's a lot of gunpowder. But we've got a fair amount of flint, so that should be covered, and we've got a decent amount of sand, but the ability to make a lot more, so that's fine. But in terms of our gunpowder, that's it there. We've got almost none. We've got enough to maybe make 3, 4 plates if we're lucky. So it's a bit of a concern, and it's one that I've been trying to address. Keep that on me just now. Oh yeah, I've also been busy pottering away building a couple of things. This is our Gravisuit project chest. And this is I just decided while I was gathering stuff for the implosion compressor, why not build some stuff here? And look at this. This is all stuff for the Gravisuit. I knew the Iridium was going to be a problem. I didn't realise that everything else would also be problematic as well. So I'm kind of getting some recipes laid out here. Believe it or not, I think that is the final slot for the recipes, and all I've got so far is the transformers. I haven't got any superconductors, which would go there. This is for the quantum chess piece. This is, what is that for? That is for the gravity engines, and that is for the cooling cores. These cooling cores, man, they have wiped us out. I mean, look at this. These coolant cells. So a cooling core takes 4 of these coolant cells, and one of these coolant cells takes 6 tin and 2 of these, and each of them takes 6 tin and 3 of these, and each of them takes 4 tin and 1 of them. So it's taken a lot of tin, and we did have like 23 stacks of tin. Now we have 2. Also used up a lot of copper for copper plates and things like that, for these heat exchangers and the reactor plating. So we're pretty low. We're probably going to have to do another quarry run pretty soon. But a lot of this is all prepped. The only things that we're really missing are anything you need an iridium plate to make. So iridium plates themselves, superconductors, wires, which you need the covers for, which you need the iridium for. That might be it. Let me just double check. Grav. So grab a chest plate, needs 1 of them. So yeah, I've got everything laid out except for the iridium plates. Oh yeah, the lap packs. I haven't made the lap packs yet, but you can just make a regular lap pack and then upgrade it to an ultimate. But again, needs these. And here we go, gravitation engines, superconductors, and cooling cores. Oh, they need iridium plates as well. So a lot of stuff. But I've got an idea about getting some gunpowder. Oddly enough, it goes through skeletons, but I've made this over here, which is a feed the beasts version of a mob farm, or a spawner mob farm. So the layout should look a bit familiar. You'd have a spawner right here, and then we'll have water running down here into this trench, and then it will go down below, and down below I've made a crusher system. And this, oddly enough, if you've watched the vanilla server series that we've done, in one of my episodes I showed off a dual spawner farm which I'd set up. So it was a skeleton spawner and a cave spider spawner that was pretty close together, and they combined the 2 together into one kind of on-off switch, and that had a massive amount of repeaters with timing and everything. Feed the Beast is great in this respect because I managed to compress all that complicated circuitry down to those 2 things there. These are great. This one at the bottom is a timer, which we've been using them around the place, and this is a toggle latch. It's got a little lever, but this basically works kind of as an RS NOR latch in vanilla terms. So if these 2 sides here are like the input sides, so whenever a redstone pulse comes in here, these 2 torches on it will flip. Right now the bottom one is powered and the top one is not, but if it receives a redstone signal, then they'll invert. So this one will be on and that one will be off, and that will turn that piston on there, and that's our crusher piston. This will, with that being off, that will start the timer, and the timer will go round, and as soon as it reaches here, it will send another pulse, which will turn the whole thing back off. It will stop the timer and it will retract this piston. The only thing I haven't quite figured out yet is how long this thing needs to be on, but that's fine. I'm just going to get the skeletons in here, and I'll do a couple of tests, get the timing right, and it should be fine dandy. Oh, and as an added bonus, this is like the on-off lever here. This wire also goes up to this piston, which will close, which blocks off that tunnel, so that any skeletons in here that haven't been killed yet, that have already been crushed, will not get combined with skeletons that haven't had any damage whatsoever. So it's kind of like a gateway. And this lever at the top, that just goes all the way up to the top here to these lights. So it just basically starts and stops the spawning of the skeletons. Now, there's no spawners in there, but as I pointed out last episode, TMH has been finding spawners and storing them right in front of our face. A bit silly, but he's put torches everywhere now. And it looks like he's covered them all up. Or some of them anyway. Oh, shut up, you. I know you're in this. There you go. So we've got 3 skeleton spawners here, and I was talking to him about it, and he's kindly agreed to let me borrow them and put them in that farm. But the whole reason why I want to do that is shards. I want to make a creeper spawner so we can get our gunpowder. I did make a previous attempt at a slime farm, and I just showed you, and it does work. In fact, I'm not even going to bother going over there. It does work, but not very well. So, just bouncing around. It took me ages to get up to. In fact, I had a shard at 900 kills before we had to revert to our previous save, and then it dropped back down to 500. So, I'm not even going to bother with the slimes again. Unless if there was a naturally occurring slime spawner, I would definitely use that though to grind up other shards. Because let's go and have a look at my shards. Because let's say you get a big slime, and that will count. When you kill that, it will count as a kill for the shard. And if you get the medium-sized ones, they each count as a kill, and the smaller ones will count as a kill as well. So you can get 30 kills from, but maximum of 4, 12, 16, 21 kills from one single slime. And if you somehow have Soul Stealer 5, each kill will count as 6, so that's 120 kills from one big slime. So they're really handy. And I heard there may be a spawner in the Twilight Forest which I might hunt for at one point. But in the meantime, see, 561 for slime. But what I want is that one there. Now, if I combine those two into an anvil, then the kills from here would transfer onto there. So I would suddenly have a 561 kill creeper spawner, or a creeper shard. Where is it? That's the guy. So I'm going to have that and that on me. And I'm going to sleep. So, I want to get that up and running. I want to get a tier 5 spawner, and the reason why I want a tier 5 one is because you can turn them on and off. And because we're suffering a bit, we've got some lag issues with this server, we really need to be careful with that. So I only want it to be running when we really need it to. So where are these spawners? I know there's one here somewhere, I think. Oh, it's at the bottom there. Pop you back. So there's one there, and I think there's one. Oh, there's a zombie one again. Where's the other? Where are you, skeleton? There you go. Right, so there's our 3 spawners. And we're going to put them over there the same way TMH got them here in the first place. There's portal guns. Oof, never actually used one of these in Feed the Beast. But let's give this a go. So I know the G's grab. There we go. Now let's just hope I don't screw up. Jumping around probably won't help matters. Ooh, I don't like this. It's dancing around all over the place. Oh, I gotta get in there. Okay, hang on. Put you down there just now. Yeah, let's just make a hole through here. And down we go. Come in. Okay. Now will this just stick here if I put it there? It does! Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Alright. 1 down, 2 to go. Alright, just putting the last one in now. Alright, so we've got 3 spawners here. Woo! Now, let's put that away. Just put that in one layer, knock them out, because I haven't put the water in here yet, actually. So let's do that now. Let's make this a proper farm, and good old-fashioned buckets. Now, combining one shard with another in an anvil does seem cheaty, but they did put it in the game for it to be used like that, so I guess it's okay. I don't see it as cheaty if they built a specific mechanic for it to work. So, and besides, the others are thinking about the same idea as well. So, alright, I think I grabbed a bit too much water, and that even lines up perfectly. Oh, don't want to go down there just yet. Alright. So, I think we're about set. I'm just gonna... Oh. Die. No. Yeah, hover mode. Our bestest friend. Okay. We lost a brick somewhere. And let's turn this straight away. There we go. Alright, let's get the important stuff on the bar. And here it comes. Oh, please don't push through the glass pane. Please do not push through the glass pane. Are they coming in? Yeah, they're dropping in. That's good. I was worried they weren't going to drop in. Okay, so now we got these guys lined up. Let's do a little test. So, I need to... Alright, that only lasted 4. So... Needs to be about 19, I think. Let me think. No, 2 is 4, 18, 16, 8. Let's try it at 8 and see what happens. So, some of those skeletons will die. Although, oh yeah. Probably a bit loud actually, I'll turn that down. And I didn't see what happened there. Oh well, okay, so let's just reset that, get some fresh ones in there. 14, 15, 16, 17. Nope, not quite. Okay, not quite there. So let's just adjust the timing. Let's just add 1 more second and see what happens. Get some new ones in. And let's crush them away. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 18. Alright, 2 hits. Can I increase that a bit further? Oh, and I leveled up too. Try 9.2. Open it up. How many's there right now, actually? 28. That's not too bad. But I guess I'm close enough just standing here, so that's good. And let's go again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 17, 18, 19. Perfect. Alright, so we've got the timing down. And let's just kill all the rest in a minute. There is one more thing I want to do. It's basically, I've got a couple barrels here, and I only want to keep bones and arrows. So I'm gonna go and gather a few things together just so that we can store a lot of the loot that we're gathering. Alright, just got a little thing set up here. Let's see, from the front, I've got an obsidian pipe at the back. So the skeletons will drop right down in front of that pipe. I don't think you can get out of there, but should be okay. I hope, well, I don't know, they can't get through that. And I don't think it's going to let too much light in either. So I've got an obsidian pipe there, so when the skeletons are killed right there, this obsidian pipe will pull the items in. I think it's one at a time, and you wait for that redstone engine to speed up. It should handle it okay, but I'm not really too fussed about keeping this stuff. It's just in case the others want to use this. But it's got a pipe going into a diamond pipe, so the dirt here just stops any items going back down this pipe here. The arrows will go to the blue direction, and the bones will come to the green direction, and they'll both go towards these barrels. Not all of them, mind you, just some of them. And then the rest will go into this void pipe right here. And I don't think we need bows or presents or whatever else the skeletons are dropping, so anything else will go into the void pipe. And some of the bones and the arrows will go into the void pipe before these are filled up, but when these are filled up, everything will just go in there. So we're not going to get a massive amount of items lagging the server or anything. But yeah, this thing should be pretty functional. I'm probably just going to make a little room here so that no mobs can jump up on you when you're AFK. But I think this is pretty much done. It's not the prettiest thing, but that's alright. I don't really mind. It's purely for function, really. Might put a wall around it or something, I don't know. But yeah, this is how I'm going to be grinding up my shards, getting ready to make a creeper spawner. Hopefully I'll be able to do that next time, but that is enough for me today. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, or at least found it intriguing, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.